Okay, hi, here we are, one more time, with Feeling, on Thursday. There's a reason that that's the topic, and if you look in the description, it should show the songs I'm going to do, and they all focus on the letter F, so that's why we're doing it that way. One or two of these I have done before recently, like last week or two, and a couple of these I'm just getting to. So we'll see how we go. It's been sufficiently long that I once again have the opportunity to completely mess this up. Did I? Oh, really? Okay. I think I'm not sure if I did or not. They may have changed it for me, or I may have. OBS is being weird. I had to do some tweaking. That's all right. We're all up and awake and functional. So we'll do it. We'll have some fun as we here in the United States wait with increasing impatience, angst, and terror. Not as much terror. Frankly, I want to believe. But that's me. Let's do this thing. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's 4 foot taller, and he's got browner, sandy hair. And he has a hat and tankard, and he wears these great big boots. And he wanders around in a loincloth or wham doublet suits. I decided to do strumming instead of the plucking on the end part. Makes it sound almost like I'm a musician. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's a unique individual, no one else can compare. For he always sings or juggles as he goes about the town. And he always has a great big sword that ought to narrow it down. I think the strumming helps. I think it actually makes it sound like I'm playing a musical song as opposed to just banging away on an instrument. Could be wrong. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? If you saw him coming down the lane, you'd have to stop and stare. Don't recall if it's pickles, pretzels, or if it's popcorn that he sells. But you can hear him coming from a mile away on account that he wears bells. Jingle bang, jingle bang, jingle bang, jingle. Bang jingle, bang jingle. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's the coolest guy in all the world, I truly do declare. If you saw my friend in person, then you'd know of whom I speak. For he dresses like a pirate, now isn't that unique? Pirate with pointy ears. Elf pirate. And gossamer wings. Fairy elf pirate. And a kilt. Scottish fairy elf pirate. and horns. Demon, Scottish, fairy, elf, pirate. And fangs! Vampire, demon, Scottish, fairy, elf, pirate. And goggles with gears on. Steampunk, demon, vampire, Scottish, fairy, elf, pirate. And big furry boots. Barbarian, steampunk, demon, vampire, Scottish, fairy, elf, pirate. And a foxtail. Nobody knows why. Do you know my friend from Faire? I think I saw him over there. His name is Wolf or Hawk or Raven, or I think it might be Bear. Well, we've never met outside of Faire, but I'm sure he'll be along. Hey, wait a minute. I'm talking about you. I guess I'll end this song. There we go. That was that. That's right. I have added yet more to that dreaded penultimate verse of Do You Know My Friend from Faire. I think that we're, at this point, barbarian, steampunk, demon, vampire, Scottish, fairy, elf, pirate might be our maximum load-bearing weight for this gag. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could go farther. I'm not sure how, but give it a few weeks. We're bound to come up with another answer sooner or later somewhere down the line. So, I see this number, a little indicator saying how many people are actually watching and not watching. It goes up and down randomly. And yesterday, let's say he's a kitsune. He might be a kitsune. I don't know. The foxtail is completely... If you're ever really bored, look up what wearing a foxtail might have indicated in the Elizabethan and Tudor ages, and even back to the medieval time period. It's fascinating and weird all at the same time. Oh, you were running SoundCloud. There you go. I was wondering about that. I am actually going to be changing my waiting music because I now have at least 3 songs that I could put on there that I really can't do live because I don't have the looping mixing stuff. And I really don't know if Facebook would allow it because it would be pre-recorded music, even though it's my pre-recorded music. Business Goose, Duck Float, and a couple of other songs that I have recorded that I can't really do as a studio album. The full 4-part harmony of Johnny Reaver, as a matter of fact. But I digress. I often do. It's part of my charm. The next song is, of course, keeping the F mode, the Dread Peasant Festus, which I will play on my baritone ukulele Daryl. This has been named. Could do them with a kazoo. Well, I could play a kazoo, but not sing while I'm playing a kazoo. Or at least not doing it where it makes a lot of sense. There we go. We figured out that the beater ukulele, the baritone ukulele that I got at the pawn shop is Barry. We already named that. So this is my ukulele Daryl. And I have another ukulele Daryl, looks just like it. So that's where that came from. I am going to attempt, and this could go horribly wrong, to play with a pick. It's a felt pick, so there won't be a lot of big difference here. Is that loud? Seems loud. It does seem loud. Let's go back to this. It also feels different when I'm strumming with my fingernails. I really need to learn how to play this thing, you know? He came from a tiny village just outside of Aberdeen, and his face, it was not noble, and his clothes, they were not clean. But there's often been a was neither brave nor smart. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land, but the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. There are some men bound for glory, bound for riches or for fame, and among that noble roll call, you will not find Festus's name, for his voice it was not noble, nor his bearing very fine, and he towered over no one at the height of 4'9". There are heroes, myths, and legends, I had to scroll the window, that are known throughout the land, but the dreaded peasant Festus, learn while you learn, was not that man, but from lowly circumstances some men rise among the rest. Not that Festus ever tried hard. Play the chord. Well, that there is my own guess. But in noble battle some men can achieve beyond compare. And on the battlefield of Hastings, our man Festus was not there. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land, but the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. Thoughtful part. There are legendary figures doomed to fade away obscure, and our peasant Festus suits that. At least we think we're pretty sure. There is not much known of Festus. Peasantry builds little pride. Matter of fact, all that we're sure of, well, we're all pretty sure he died. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land, but the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. And there we go. There. Let me check something. You know what? This song has a tendency to knock guitars out of tune. Alright, and with the B string went a little bit out on that. It actually went high. That's weird. It sounded... I thought something sounded off. Remember, this is the song that knocked Barry completely out of tune by, like, the third verse. The first time I played it. It spontaneously detunes instruments. Which is a point of pride among among songs. If you can actually cause a song to break an instrument, you're, like, right up there. There is much in the way to be considered when composing for kazoo. As a complete sideline, I went to Plano Senior High School and graduated in 1985, and they had a fight song like many high schools did, and I suppose still do. The part that I love the most is that the very end of the Plano Senior High School fight song, went as follows. Hail to dear Plano High School! We love you. That's the last... high school, get all the angst out of there. I just thought that was amusing as heck. But not as amusing as what I'm about to do, because what I'm about to do is it's time, once again, for us to visit our favorite friendly arachnid. Ooh. Fernando. That's right. Real quick, going to bring the notes up on this just in case I have a complete and total brain failure. Which, considering the way this month has gone, and we're only into like the first week of it. There we go. Yeah. Alright. And once again, I am reminded that Evernote decided to change how it displays things, which means I gotta adjust stuff so I can see it. There we go. That's it. Fernando. I'm also trying to play these things at a reasonable speed. Eight little eyes and 8 little legs and 1 heart big as a tree. This tiny valiant jumping spider's a boon companion to me. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He doesn't want to make you scared, to scream, shout, or to bellow. When he leaps up and he lands on your shirt, he just wants to say hello. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly! He is just looking for an amigo. He's not trying to make you cry. But if he hops up to say hola, well, you might just scream really high. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly! Fernando. There we go. I noticed we're seeing a little bit of like wibbly camera stuff. That probably means that I have to adjust a whole bunch of crap that I don't want to adjust right now. So hopefully y'all are actually enjoying what you're seeing here. And hopefully I remember to do something very important. I did. Okay, good. I had this thing on VPN a while ago. I gotta take it off to do the thing with the place. Oh my god. What are we doing? Here we are. One more song this week. And on Friday, a new Ask Philo will be dropped. And it is, in fact, going to involve, among other things, Philo's cousin and why they're not allowed at the Build-A-Bear anymore. But for the last song, I figured I'd go back to what kind of brought me to the dance. When I first started doing this Troubadork stuff, I had a very small repertoire. I now have that almost like disturbing number of original songs and some filks and some covers, but mostly original songs. And this is the one that I wrote because despite the fact that technology has advanced so far that I can now write the songs I want to write and do the videos that I want to do and write the stories that I want to write and all this stuff, I'm still very, very specifically famous. I have a very, very small Venn diagram of me, people who know about me and the universe. And this is a song I wrote about it, figuring I would channel that angst into something potentially progressive. I know Matthew Teppo, what's up? Hey, Relly. All right. I got to give it that 30-second lag time here that happens because Facebook has a 30-second lag time, as we should know by now. YouTube and Twitch, about 15 seconds, I think. All right. Let's hit it. I want to be internet famous. I want to make big internet bucks. I want to make buckets of exposure, because not being internet famous sucks. I want to be internet famous, because YouTube is just like being on TV. I want to be internet famous, because those guys can do it, hey, why not me? What on the internet? Try to find out how to be famous. Play a game. Wear a hat. Put on some makeup. Show us your cat. It's all so easy. Who could blame us? Cause everybody wants to be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not me? Gotta try for the solo. There we go. I think I won. It's all so easy. Don't take no skills. Somehow the ad dues pay all your bills. Remember Andy Warhol? What he did proclaim was, in 15 minutes we'll all be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not me? Key change. We all wanna be internet famous. We wanna make them internet bucks. We wanna drown in all that exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. We all wanna be internet famous. That's why we rant and rail and we make such a fuss. We all wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not us? And so we come shambling in to another confusing, yet strangely satisfying, and somewhat cathartic, Tobias the Adequate, Troubadork, Non-Commute Show. Oh my gosh, me. The what would be a clip during this one? That's true. Once again, here we are. We keep doing this until such time as reality mends itself. I think that's really what we're gonna look for here. It'll get there. We'll get there. I have faith. I want to believe, and I know y'all do too. So let's do the paperwork and all that goodness, all the plugs and stuff, of course. First and foremost, of course, tip jar, which is paypal.com/theadequate, Venmo @theadequate, and I want to thank Eric and Robert and Rick and Emily and Miranda for all tossing some bucks in the bucket. Some of them have done that more than once, which makes me question their judgment, not as much as I question the judgment of my Patreon peeps over here, which is Chris and Teppo and Shay and Cascuro and Linda and Ann and Stephen and Rob and Alicia and Relly and BK and Kaylee and Richard and John and Brian and Lorraine for being my Party Down Patreon patron peeps. By the way, Rick, I'm pretty sure that I know there's something wrong with the camera and we'll probably not see this again on Monday, so I don't know. Technical things are weird. It's basically committing to throwing some money in the tip jar once a month, in exchange for which I continue to do this show. And I also do things like give my Patreon peeps previews of new songs, how the battle station is beginning to look here on this side, new instruments, weirdness like that, and buttons and ebooks and regular books, and the You're So Darn Smart, You Write Something bonus where you tell me to write a song about a thing, and then I do, because I'm an idiot, but I'm an enthusiastic idiot, and I think that's useful. So that's patreon.com/theadequate. The archives are all over here. Point with the correct hand. Aha! Over here at facebook.com or twitch.tv/TobiasTheAdequate and youtube.com/MPLEGARE. Like, rate, review, mash the share button, whatever it is you cool kids say these days. Just push every button on the screen. Something good will happen, I guess. You can also check out Ask Philo, which is the podcast I'm doing. I'm doing 13 episodes of that, and episode 7 will be dropping Friday morning at 1 a.m. at anchor.fm/theadequate or wherever you get the Adequate podcast. And that just also happens to include Spotify, so how frickin' hard can it be? Just look up the Adequate podcast. You can listen to all of them. You listen to Philo, Thibodeau, Headbecker, Kneecap, Rednecromancer from northern southeast Texas. And this week we're going to talk a little bit about Crazy Cousins and Build-A-Bear and stuff like that. And it should be fun. And why dyslexia is a bad thing if you are a Rednecromancer. Beyond having to spell dyslexia, which is why is dyslexia so dang hard to spell? That's my real question. Anyway, that's all of that. That's all the everything. Thank you guys for hanging out with me once again. Those of you who came in late or was watching in the background, which I understand watching this minimizing the window that I'm playing in might change the number of people watching view, which is over here relative to where you are, but over here relative to where I am. So this button is a spot right here. But I know y'all are watching because I see the views increase, and that just makes my life a little bit longer. Do binge it all, man. It's like they're 10 minutes a spot, man. So it's like an hour's worth of stuff. If you got to walk somewhere, it's going to take an hour, or take a half hour and walk back. You can listen to the whole dang run right now as it stands. Rednecromancer, Blue Well, the blue paladin could be from the Nordics, but only if he doesn't have enough layers on. Think about that for a minute. And on that note, I think it's probably enough out of me for this week around. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind whenever possible. And also be strong in yourself, because, yeah, you're worthy. Not all of us get Mjolnir. Not all of us even get a freaking ukulele, but you're worthy. I know that. You know how I know that? Because I said so. I am a credentialed minister. I should know these things. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate. Thank you for encouraging my behavior. I will talk to y'all next time. See ya.